everybody's a volunteer. The board members are volunteers. Everybody does this because they want to help. And honestly, it's everybody's obligation to help. We barely have any resources in Palestine, and so it's up to us to help our people. They're struggling. They really are, and it gets worse every year. You think it gets better over the 8 years, but every year I feel it's getting worse and worse.
Hello and welcome to our program today. Today we have a very special guest that will be with us in moments, as she is a Palestinian American who was born and raised in the United States. She is a district director of clinical services and oversees over 10 buildings and clinical operations in the West Coast. She founded and started her own nonprofit organization called United in Humanity, in which prospered her true passion to help people in need for the past 8 years. She has been leading and organizing medical and humanitarian missions in the Middle East, specifically Palestine. She and her team held over 70 successful medical missions in Jordan, Lebanon, Turkey, borders of Syria, and Palestine. We are lucky to have her with us today. Let's welcome Fatima Awad. Hello, Fatima.
Hi, how are you?
How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Fatima, may you tell us a bit more about United in Humanity that we may have missed?
Pretty much United in Humanity is a nonprofit organization, and I want everybody to know that United in Humanity was started because of a little boy named Wasim in Gaza.
Wasim is currently in Gaza right now?
He is, yes.
Okay.
I do have still contact with him. He came to stay with me and my family about 8 years ago, and he was born without legs, and he lived in a refugee camp. And he opened our eyes. He talked to us about life in a refugee camp, how much they are struggling, the lack of resources, the lack of opportunity. And so after he left, I decided to go back to Palestine and Jordan and visit refugee camps. And that's where United in Humanity was formed, because of him.
Amazing. So what is your vision for United in Humanity?
My vision is to continue to grow in Palestine, to do more. Right now, besides providing medical care and humanitarian aid, building playgrounds, we actually just started renovating homes. We have homes that are pretty much families are living. There's little children that are living in these homes, and the roof is about to fall out. There's mold in the home. So it's not safe, and it's completely destroyed, and people are living in there, which is causing diseases.
Okay, so where is your next mission based going to go?
We continue to do more.
Where is your next mission going to be? I'm just curious.
It's going to be in Palestine, and we're going to focus on Jenin, and then we're going to focus also on Nablus. They've been hit pretty hard recently, and so we want to make sure we're giving back to them. So with the Ramadan campaign that we usually do every year, our main focus is going to be there.
So as the holy month of Ramadan is coming up next month, the usual plans for the holy month of Ramadan is send out food baskets?
We usually do food baskets that pretty much a family of 5 will get a food basket that lasts them the whole month. So that's our goal, to feed as many families as we can. We also, sorry?
The whole month? The food basket lasts them basically the whole month?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then our goal is to also, we sponsor iftar meals. So people that want to participate from the state, we sponsor meals for cancer hospitals, nursing homes, anywhere. And we also do that. And then we're hoping to build 2 homes.
2 homes in Nablus? Or in Nablus, are you
We're
going to build
trying, to be honest with you, there's so many. We're trying to pick the right ones. So we're trying to see who needs it the most. I wish we can rebuild everybody's home,
of course,
to be honest with you, but we can't. And people are contacting us to help them. So we're trying to pick the worst 2 homes we find, and then we're going to focus on them.
I'm pretty sure
the other ones we can help later.
I'm pretty sure many people who have experienced, who have been within your services are very grateful, and people that are watching are also very grateful. But I have a question for you. Since we're in an occupied state, what obstacles have you faced while on your missions?
Quite a bit, to be honest with you. Everything. Poverty is related to the occupation. I mean, we go to like مثلا مسافة في الرياضة. Sometimes we can get through, sometimes we can't get through. There's people that need medical help. We can't get through to them to provide this medical help. There's people that are starving. We can't get through and deliver the food or deliver the medicine. So really everything is related to occupation. It's a big barrier. So it has affected us quite a bit in the past 8 years.
Have you been in contact with, or let's say, has someone approached you from the occupation that withdrew your kind of work?
No, I haven't.
Not yet. Okay. Okay. And the volunteers, I'm curious, how many volunteers do you have? Or is it hard to say?
Well, over the 8 years, we've had so many different volunteers from all over the world. That's what makes it United in Humanity. And that's the beautiful thing about this nonprofit, that everybody can be a volunteer. And right now we have some amazing volunteers in Palestine, and we're hoping to grow and provide more help.
And are the volunteers getting compensated, or are just from the goodness of their heart, do they just go along?
Compensated. Everybody's a volunteer. The board members are volunteers. Everybody does this because they want to help. And honestly, it's everybody's obligation to help. We barely have any resources in Palestine. And so it's up to us to help our people. They're struggling. They really are. And it gets worse every year. You think it gets better over the 8 years, but every year, I feel it's getting worse and worse. And more poverty, more poverty, more poverty.
Especially
the more
market.
They take, the more they leave people with no help.
Well, especially now, the market is in recession globally, and I'm afraid, as much as help as you can give, it's always best to stay optimistic, since you're actually doing something in these dark times. So, Fatima, have you, when you started, what was your biggest challenge?
My biggest challenge, I think it's, like I said, occupation, of course, was a big challenge. Try to get through the areas that were restricted. That was a challenge. Trying to get through from Jordan to Palestine with the items we have, that was also a challenge. Me being a woman, of course, was also a challenge. In a leader role, that was a huge challenge. But of course, occupation is the biggest challenge.
And where can we find you and your services? And where can we donate if we were to to donate?
So we do have Facebook, we have Instagram, and then we do have a fundraiser link for United in Humanity. So whoever wants to donate from all over the world, you can use that link to donate.
Well, thank you, Fatima, for your time, and it was enchanting having you with us on the program today. Thank you for your services for the country. You've obviously sacrificed very much time, and you've came along from the United States to Palestine to help the people in need. I'm pretty sure that has massive respects around anyone who has heard of you. Thank you for watching. This is our program today, and our special guest, Fatima Awad. You heard her where you can find her. Thank you so much.